Imagine little basket of breakfast delivered to your door. Are you joking?
And welcome back to another EMZ and Nick vlog. This time we're in the beautiful island of AMORGOS.
Wow. We are staying in the nicest place.
Yeah.
Cannot wait to show you around. It is incredible. We had a little bit of a ferry disaster, so we had to come to AMORGOS via Paros, and we stayed. Paros is a beautiful island, beautiful. But because we were just staying for one night in between ferries, we booked somewhere super cheap, and it was not very nice.
Yeah.
So this is actually,
yeah,
it's made us feel extra grateful
I was
for
just
where
about
we
to
are
say
now.
that. It does make you feel so lucky to be in such a beautiful place after having the other extreme of a not so beautiful place.
Yeah, so we are staying at the wonderful Fos AMORGOS, and Eva is our host and the owner of multiple properties on this piece of land. We are staying in her newest,
Smallest
but it's actually not that small
No,
property,
it's not small at all.
and it's not even on the website yet. You can just book it directly through Eva, but maybe by the time we post this YouTube, you'll be able to book it and we'll be able to give you a direct link. It is absolutely gorgeous, and we are amazed by what Eva has done, because ordinarily you can have some incredible Airbnbs, but Eva has taken it one step further with her service. So we'll show you in a second, but you basically have a menu whereby between the hours of 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. you can order an Aperol Spritz, you can order a bottle of wine, and it will be brought to your property. You can also book yoga lessons, you can book a massage. You were bought a little breakfast hamper in a basket every single morning. Sorry. Can't wait to show you, but first, let us show you around. Okay, so this is, like we said, is the latest property in this plot of land, and it is the smallest, would you believe, because the outdoor area is huge in my opinion, especially versus some of the little Airbnbs we stayed at. So we have 2 seats that we will be able to enjoy an Aperol Spritz delivered to our door, or even a bottle of wine later. You then have a hammock and 2 sun lounges. Gorgeous. Back on the path. Can we just take all of this in for a second, because absolutely unbelievable. There is a gorgeous half sun, half shade area to chill out here. And then through either door, you can come into our gorgeous Airbnb bedroom, living room area. This is our bed, really comfy mattress, which is something you don't always get in some of these really nice Airbnbs. There is a TV should you want it, but I don't think ever in the history of being away in Greece have we ever watched TV. There is yoga that you can book, yoga classes. There is massages. Then this is what we were saying. This basically between 5 and 9 p.m. in your Airbnb, you have room service and bar. So you can choose white wine, rosé, red. You can have fizzy drinks. You can have an Aperol Spritz. It is so exciting. And they also make their own ceramics, all handmade, that you can also purchase. Unbelievable. Anyway, then you have a little kitchen. Always nice to have a little coffee machine with some pods waiting for you, water in the fridge. Then we have some wardrobe space. I actually also really love how they have their glasses like in a bar area, wrapped up like that, like a really nice big wine glass too.
Very cool.
So good. And then in the bathroom, I'll let you go in there. Really nice, super clean, super modern bathroom. And that, guys, is pretty much it. But you just have to turn around and look at that view. Look at that view.
Wow.
Imagine little basket of breakfast delivered to your door. Are you joking?
Incredible.
And apparently, I said, where's the best spot to watch sunset? Right here. Apparently, up until a month ago, the sun was setting directly between those two islands. And AMORGOS isn't known for having the best beaches in the world. However, there is a beach just over there that has beds, and apparently has a really gorgeous cocktail bar, and there are boats that go every hour between the hours of 10 a.m. and about 7 p.m. is the last boat back. So best believe we're going to be doing that 'cause it's my birthday week.
Oh, yes. Right, so we are unpacked, which is something that I never like to do, but Emily always insists on doing it. And whenever we arrive at a destination, the first thing we ever do, and I always thank myself for it afterwards, which is good. I thought I'd just get that in there before I knew she was about to pipe up. So the plan now is to head back to the port, which is where the closest supermarket is. And I think we're just going to self-cater here tonight. It's so beautiful, and I think we just want to take it all in. Plus, we are like on our last legs.
Honestly,
we are so...
I can't talk to Nick, otherwise I'll just create an argument for no reason.
Yeah, it's getting to that point. I know not to breathe too loudly. Yeah. So that's the plan tonight, and then we're just going to watch the sunset. Might order a bottle of wine through Foss. There's some jingling in the background. I think there's some goats approaching us. Definitely are some goats approaching us. Yeah, here we go. Thought there were. Caught you, lads. Yeah. 3 goats. There more up there? Yeah. There we go. There's the jingling one. Apparently, these goats love to come into the property. So we've been warned that we have to close the gates, or else they will be munching on whatever we have in the apartment. So yeah, that is AMORGOS. Okay guys, we're back. Still haven't eaten, but we're cooking. Nick has just had a shower and he is now on tzatziki duty, making a little salad. Then we've got the pasta boiling, the water boiling for the pasta. And then we have some chicken and red pepper in this olive tomato sauce. And then we've got some beetroot, some feta, and then we've got a really delicious ice cream for after. Still have not eaten since about
dying.
9:30 this morning. Okay, so after what feels like forever, we finally cooked ourselves some dinner. A very early dinner, actually. It's about 6:20 at the moment, which is about 2.5 hours earlier than we've been eating over the last few weeks. But oh, how excited are you? It looks so good. And also, just what a setup here at Foss AMORGOS. Absolutely incredible.
And we've got 2 Aperols en route.
We have got 2 Aperols en route.
Whoa.
So we've got the beetroot and feta salad. And then we've got some tomato, olive, pasta to enjoy with some tzatziki. And of course, feta. So as we were saying earlier, one of the things that separates Foss AMORGOS from other Airbnbs is the fact that you can order Aperol spritz right to your door within 2 minutes. The lovely Eva came and dropped them off for us just now. She's very impressed with our dinner, actually, wasn't she?
Oh, they're so good.
Are they?
Yep.
Cheers.
Morning, guys. It is about 8 a.m. and our breakfast hamper has arrived.
I'll say that's mine. It's all mine.
Can we actually see what's inside, please? So, we've got some salami and cheese. We have, oh my god, cute little muffin. Oh my god, heaven, heaven, heaven. Look at that.
Oh, nice.
Yogurt with granola and honey. Oh my god, that looks absolutely insane. Then we have some
Marmalade jam,
orange jam and jelly. Then we have some butter. This is so sweet. You get this every morning. You go, let's see what's inside this.
Feta in or something.
Stop it.
Yeah.
And you get one of those every morning. Can't cope.
Dream. So good.
We just had the most delicious breakfast. and relaxed, and then had a call with our potential wedding videographer. It makes it seem like we're really organised, but actually there was just this one videographer that I saw and I knew I had to have him for our wedding. So that is one thing that we were dead set on. Had a chat with him and he is just absolutely epic, him and his team. Unreal. And now we're going to head out, I think, to Adriana, the beach. Like I said, AMORGOS isn't known for its beaches, but the water is unreal. I couldn't get those words out yesterday because I was so hungry. Anyway, we're also shooting an ad for Dock and Bay, which is something we manifested. Very, very, very exciting and very obviously authentic because we use them all the time, and we would only do an ad with someone that felt authentic like that. But anyway, we will take you with us, and we're excited to see what AMORGOS is like on our first full day. And as you can probably tell, this holiday has not been chill. We have been busy doing loads of things and working whilst we've been here as well. We've been able to like enable ourselves to have a bit of chill, and it has been absolutely incredible. But no off switch, let me tell you that for free. Okay guys, we just got to Adriana, which is supposed to be one of the best beaches. It is very cloudy today. It's like you can't actually see, but it's so hot, a bit muggy.
It burns through.
Yeah.
It does give that vibe.
Wasn't the best journey here. It is people want as well as it is a big island, and it's just a lot of straight drops off cliffs and windy roads. It took us about
half an hour.
Yeah,
maybe
half
just
an hour,
over.
Maybe like 35 minutes to get here, and lots of buses on these tiny roads, and lots of goats.
Buses and goats.
I've never seen so many goats before in my entire life.
I was goat dodging. Genuinely, I was so worried I was going to hit one.
So we're going to go down and check it out. I don't know if it's sandy or stone, but I'm just going to have a little lie down. Honestly, I can't see a thing.
Right.
This is where we're going down to, I think. Very cute. So guys, a bit confused. I think it's tiny, and it's literally just rock, which you can imagine in the blazing sun, gorgeous. Just don't really know where to go. Okay, we've seen it. Don't fancy it. Don't fancy sunbathing on a incline of rocks.
No.
Nick almost fell over and smashed his teeth. Now we're going to go back up these steps. Why not? I think we're just going to explore some of the cute little towns, because you know what? I've seen some of the most adorable restaurants when I was researching. Breath. So we're going to go have a look at those instead. Adriana, I think on a really sunny day, gorgeous but could be quite crowded. Hold on. We've just spotted another part on the other side.
How'd you get down there?
I think, wow. Okay. I think there's a bit more space. Okay, it is boiling. We have created our little spot.
So, update. It actually turns out we love Adriana, don't we?
In a freak ton of events.
In a freak ton of events. I think it was more the fact that it was very overcast and muggy this morning that...
Our moods are directly correlated with the weather.
They are. That and hunger. So yeah, highly recommend here. It's beautiful. Water is so clear, so calm. He says as the waves crash against the rocks. But no, it's stunning.
Guys, it is scorching. It is, honestly, this is like Death Valley. You can fry an egg out here.
Oh, it is so hot.
Anyway, we are going into Shora, the main town, and we're going to a place called Apospero, which is supposed to be very cute. At the moment, I literally can't see a single restaurant in sight, so I'm hoping when we get in there, there's going to be lots of cute little places. Because I've seen images, and it looks adorable. We're ravenous.
So hungry.
It's a theme here, common theme. Always leave it too late to eat. I honestly think that's probably 98% of our arguments are down to not being able to
tiredness and hunger
organise. Yeah, exactly. Oh, and by the way, if you don't like steps, don't bother coming to AMORGOS because they're everywhere. Up to the beach, down to the beach, up to the restaurant, down to the restaurant. Okay, these are the shrimps, the polenta, and then the beetroot salad with goat's cheese. Yum, yum, yum. and olives and bread and tarama. You've ordered really well.
It ordered very well.
Well, that food was absolutely delightful.
Incredible. Very, very, very good.
Very good indeed. That was a recommendation from Eva from AMORGOS. Thank you very much. And we're now heading back, and we're going to make the most of our lounges outside our gorgeous Airbnb. Tan a bit, pretend that our shower, a cold shower, is like going into the ocean. And just have a lovely evening in. We decided to have lunch out today and have dinner in, because I think when you have such a gorgeous Airbnb with such an amazing view, you really want to use it. So we've got leftover pasta and bits and pieces from yesterday, which is just stunning. So many Greek people have said to us, ugh, cold pasta.
Yeah, I don't understand this.
They're like, cold pizza I get, cold pasta. So let us know in the comments if you think
good,
cold pasta is good, because we love it.
Yeah.
Like, it's so good. Anyway.
Whatever.
Whatever. We've got some cute little pieces of handmade jewellery from some Greek designers for my birthday from my parents. Thank you very much. And we're now heading back, so we'll see you there. Right guys, we're back home. I'm wearing a really weird outfit. And I've done a workout, had a shower, Nick did a little workout too. It felt really good to do some movement. And it's a little bit overcast now, but it's really nice, because this time yesterday it was scorching sun and we couldn't even eat our dinner properly. It's been so hot here. So we just got out yesterday's food, excited to eat leftovers, and they've been frozen because we turned up the fridge and freezer so that our ice cream would freeze, but our pasta has frozen. So there you go. That's what happens when you have a small fridge. Anyway, Nick is making some fresh dinner for us now, which is very exciting. So let's go and see what he's doing. But first, look at that view. Tomorrow, we're going to be going over to this island. The boats go every hour, I think we said this before, and we're going to be staying on those beds, and apparently there's a really good cocktail bar. So that's that. Now let's go see Nick. The chef is chefing.
He's chefing, alright. Tzatziki number 5.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Here we go. Dinner is served.
And also, dinner for the go.
He's there again.
Dinner for 3. Okay, so the plan today is to go to Nikouria beach, which is just over the sea to us right now. And what we're going to do is, if I just flip this round, we're going to get a boat from Agios Pavlos beach, which is just down there. It's about a 3-minute drive, and it takes you over to Nikouria beach every hour on the hour, supposedly. Let's hope it happens. And also let's hope that the sun, similar to yesterday, burns through the cloud, because it is quite cloudy today.
So we are getting this boat here to take us over to here. They go every hour. It's €6 per person for a return trip. We've got our coffees.
And apparently they do great cocktails over there, and you get beds, umbrellas, so you can escape in the shade.
Off we go.
Pretty good. So you've got the option of 2 beaches. This is the first one, which is very small, but very private. So for some, it might be a good option. Walking a plank. Okay, so we've arrived at the main beach here, and what I would say is quite shabby chic. We've been really spoiled with some amazing beaches on this trip. Not in AMORGOS, in our kind of wider Greece trip. This, how would you rank it?
It's cute.
It's cute.
I think it's really cute, and also there's no pebbles. Like, honestly, my feet are obliterated from all the stones.
That is true.
You literally just step out here. It's kind of pebbly sand kind of vibes, but it's really like quite fine grain.
Yeah.
So you can just step out into the ocean, which is really cool. I love it.
There's barely anyone here, which is really nice, and you can get sandwiches and drinks and stuff from the little shack about 50 yards away from us.
Okay, lunch is served. The options are, wait for it because it's extensive, ham sandwich, turkey sandwich. If vegetarian, better go swimming. What do we go for?
here's the lunch lady. We went for a ham sandwich.
How exotic.
And Apospero.
Whoa. We've just come back to our room, and as per yesterday, super clean room. There's daily clean every day, and every time we come back, even though we make our beds ourselves, it's either fresh sheets or made and everything is washed up if we've left anything out. Absolute heaven. New towels.
So
gorgeous.
Good, so the best of both worlds. It's like a hybrid Airbnb hotel.
Yeah, it is, exactly.
Mix.
Now, if you want to see the most vain ritual you'll ever see, it's Nick coming back from a day out and checking out his tan lines.
I'm sorry, I did not sign this off in the agreement. I was not doing that.
Now, Nick today put no SPF on.
Turn around. It's a terrible thing.
Yeah, I know. You can see from here, because he only tanned his front today because he hates tanning his back, he is mahogany. Turn around. I mean, luckily for you, it looks brown right now, but I promise you, if you're here in person, this is how you know if you're burnt. If there's white underneath this, yep, that is burn, and
no,
just a little bit.
It's YouTube.
Oh, for God's
That's
sake.
PC.
For God's sake. Anyway, I did put SPF on, and Chad's got a bit of a tan line today, so whoa, who's laughing now? Because I'm not burnt.
Sorry.
Nick is about to go out to the supermarket and get some bits for tomorrow because he's very last minute planning my birthday. He thinks it's all about presents, but it's not. It's actually about...
I know exactly what I'm going to do.
He forgot my birthday card, and he knows I actually don't care about presents. It's more about the thought that goes into things. So he's low-key panicking right now.
No, I'm not at all. I know exactly what I'm doing. Go away. Okay, so I've actually just come to the port to pick up some bits and bobs for Emily's birthday tomorrow, because as you will know from those of you that watched our Kimolos vlog, Emily's birthday unofficially happened then, along with an engagement, but it's an actual official birthday tomorrow. So I've got her some Prosecco, Greek yogurt, melon, which I plan to put candles in, and also some kiwi to go in with her lovely breakfast, birthday breakfast. So we are just about to make a quick detour because when driving the ATV to Lagada, which is where we're going for dinner this evening, that's the town, realised that the ATV went from 3 bars of petrol to flashing get me petrol right now. But we can't actually find a petrol station, at least we can't drive to one, but there is one showing on the map, so we're going to try and walk to it, buy some petrol, and then go for dinner.
So we don't have any petrol. It was basically a building site when we got there. So we're going to have to take a risk on that one because the closest petrol station is Zagali, which is our Airbnb host, Eva, and it closes in 10 minutes. These quad bikes are kind of dodged, to be fair, so we might not even be that close to empty. Who knows? But anyway, we're at dinner. We're at Lukaki, probably saying that wrong. And this is our view. You see the remaining part of the sunset. View there. View there. It's so cute. We're on the terraced area. We are at Kubara. We thought we were at Luwari Ksana, but we're actually at Kubara. Maybe it's the same place. Maybe not. Who knows? It looks gorgeous. It's really cute, but on the menu it's saying Kubara. Okay, so we had the beetroot salad to start, which was, as you can see, was delicious. And then we've had one of the daily specials, which are these tomato ball fritter things, which I think is with cottage cheese, which is one of our absolute favourites. Then we have the shrimp spaghetti to finish.
So we've just finished up at Kabora.
It was so good.
Very good. Really good.
Delicious. And guess what? All of it came to €39. We obviously tipped on top, but €39. That's what, like £35?
Yeah, 35, but less than that probably. Well, maybe like 35 quid. So good for all of that food, drinks as well. And they even gave us a free bottle of still water at the end of it. And she blew you a kiss. Now, this is where the drama could potentially start, but I hope not. We've got to try and get home on a flashing ATV tank now.
Same old story.
Same old story. So, for those of you that watch our Sifnos vlog, you know this is something that we do. Also, we're in pitch black right now.
You're also forgetting the fact that we have no idea where we parked the ATV.
No, we also don't have a clue. It is July 6th, and that means one thing and one thing only. It is Emily Champion's birthday. I got up at 6:30 this morning to set up this extravaganza. Tell you what, tying bunting to something when you've got nothing to tie it to, you have to think outside the box. Also, a girl that doesn't want birthday cake, you also got to think outside the box. Last year it was feta, this year, melon. What do you think?
That's terrifying. I like birthday cake and I eat loads of it. It's like, it just went on holiday. I didn't really want a big fat birthday cake.
No.
For fast time says, so.
Oh, God's sake. So there you go, you got melon. Cheers. Now, for those of you that would have watched our Kimolos vlog, you'd have known that we already did the unofficial Emily birthday then, so no present sadly today.
All Nikki can say to me is, I'm so sorry, I really feel like I should have kept like a present behind or something. I just feel so bad. And I've told him a million times. I'm at a stage of my life where I do not care about presents. Like, you didn't need to get me anything. Like, I love the things you got me, but you didn't need to get me anything.
Well, I wish I'd have known that before, because I could save myself some money.
So, Nick has been an anxious wreck all morning. And luckily, the thing is, the petrol station, luckily we have the wonderful Eva to direct us, and she gave us step-by-step directions, but it's not on Google Maps and it's literally hidden. Like, you would not be able to find this petrol station. It's not signposted or easily anyway. So luckily we found it. We didn't run out of petrol, we got a full tank, so Nick has backed himself. Woo! We got Nick back. And instead of going 40 minutes, because like we said, it takes a long time to get to different parts of the island, instead of going 40 minutes to the beach we had in mind, we are going to stop at Agali Beach because it's at the port, and often beaches at the port aren't normally like quite the best, but this one's really lovely and it has a little floating shack where you can get drinks and food and things like that. So we're going to stop here for the morning. Who knows, maybe the full day.
It looks epic. It really does.
Yeah. Here it is, and it's Sandy Beach. So this is literally where we get the ferry from. And this is the lovely port town of Agali. How nice. Okay, if you can hear me over the waves, Nick had the brief to go get a birthday mimosa at this cool floating shack. And then I also said that I was craving something savoury but healthy. He loves the brief. It was shut, but he's come back with, what have you got?
Got some mini Prosecco bottles.
So sweet.
Some takeaway cups. And we've also got some smoked salmon bagels.
Which is unheard of in Greece, like you don't get things like that.
Got cucumber, cream cheese, salmon.
Woo! Twisty one.
Really, real kills the mood. Oh.
We're back. We spent the full day at Agali in the end, and it was so great.
It was great. It was so good.
Nick was on the Aperols and limoncello spritzers all day long, bringing us over. And in the end, we didn't even go for lunch. We literally just had the smoked salmon cream cheese bagels that Nick got early in the day. That's what we had. We just shared them. And now we're back. There's the birthday banner. We're going to pop open a bottle of Prosecco and slowly get ready, go out to one of the towns for an earlier dinner. Also came back to the sweetest thing. My necklace has been arranged into a heart shape, and there are some fresh flowers in the jar. In the jug. How sweet is that?
What time is it, Ems?
It's Prosecco and melon time.
Prosecco and melon time.
Oh, sorry. Go forward, didn't he?
Nothing quite says happy birthday like Prosecco and melon. That's what I say.
The goats have come to join.
Summon some goats.
Oh.
I've got a favourite, but he hasn't been out in a while.
I think your favourite's actually quite scary.
Oh. Goats like Prosecco.
3, 2, 1. Oh no. Oh god. Normally there's no parking here at the port.
Okay, so we've come to Lamani tonight for Emily's birthday dinner. Arguably the most popular AMORGOS restaurant by the looks of it. To start, we've gone with tzatziki, cheese pies, bread, and a AMORGOS salad. She can't talk, she hasn't eaten in hours.
Then we got the meatballs with onion and feta, and the chicken with orange and honey. And potatoes, and because they're oven cooked, they just like melt in your mouth, and they're all really delicious.
We've come to get ice cream here. Cannot pronounce what that says. Excited. Okay, so our last full day in AMORGOS, and we have come to the port of Katapola.
Which is where we're getting the ferry back to Mykonos tomorrow.
Yes, and we only found that out last night. Thank God Emily did her due diligence, because I would have gone to the wrong port. And the plan today is to go to a little beach called Maltese. So we've parked up.
That's as far as we can go by quad bike.
As far as we can go.
And almost wish we could have come here sooner, because it is so sweet. Like the port is honestly adorable. There's so many little boats. There's a really nice restaurant that we've been recommended called Ukali. So probably going to go there for lunch.
Yeah, definitely.
And just have a lovely day. I've seen some ceramics. I really want to. We basically bought an extra suitcase in case we wanted to bring some ceramics back. Got none so far. So I'd like to have a look to see if there's something really sweet. And it's honestly beautiful here. Really, really, so far I'd recommend it. It's gorgeous. Like probably the most beautiful part of AMORGOS so far.
I'd say so.
That we've seen.
I'd say so. It's quite a distance from us. It's about 35-minute drive.
Mainly because honestly, it's just windy. The sharpest corners are just so windy. If you went straight, I think it would take 10 minutes.
Definitely, yeah. I feel like I've got like RSI in my thumb after controlling the quad bike around those bends. But yeah, we're going to take you to...
And we're going to get a nice coffee because I'm dying for them.
We're going to do that first. What are you looking at here?
All handmade things.
So this is where we're planning to go for lunch. Ukali, which is supposed to be fantastic.
Homemade lemonade, homemade sangria. Yum. So we haven't got to the beach yet. I had, honestly, with my PCOS, people on here might not know that I have this actually, I talk about it on Instagram, but I have polycystic ovaries, which means that I have insulin levels all over the shop and have to be careful about not becoming diabetic. And starting your day with sweet is not what you should do. And that is what I've done so much since being here, just because that's what we've been served. I'm not a fussy person, but anyway, it honestly sends me, yeah, it doesn't feel good at all. So I was having, I needed some sort of savoury food to balance me out. So we just went to get something now. It was delicious, like halloumi, pesto, tomatoes in a bun, which was really good. And now we're walking to Maltese Beach, and truly the waters are stunning. We're like, how have we not come here earlier? How have we not been told by anyone that Katapola is the place to come? Almost, you know, where we're staying is so beautiful, but in terms of being able to walk out of your doorstep and not have to like travel by ATV anywhere, this is a really great spot to stay. Like everything is stunning.
It's stunning. It's so quiet as well, isn't it?
But look at this. Walking along, we've just come from over there. Look at this.
Maltese Beach is about a 18-minute walk from where we parked up, but it's worth it. I mean, look at these views.
The little church. The churches are something else in Greece. They really are. It's pretty magical here. It really is. What I'll also say, and we said this briefly yesterday, people down there, is that normally the ports in Greece, so where you get the ferry from, they're okay. You know, everywhere in Greece is pretty beautiful, but they're probably like the worst part of the island. Katapola and Aigali, both ports, ferries go out of both of them, and they are honestly gorgeous. They're so nice, which is great because normally you want to kind of hold off going to the port and leave it as late as possible because you don't really want to be chilling there. It's not particularly aesthetic. I would come spend the whole day here and then hop on a ferry. This is beautiful.
Yeah, it's actually stunning.
So the guy at the brunch spot said to us, you know, Maltese Beach is gorgeous, but it gets quite busy. And we're wondering how, because, you know, people are notoriously lazy. Surely they wouldn't be walking this. Just seen there are boats. There are boats.
There's boats
that take you right there, and we've seen lots of boats going over.
Yeah.
So he said, en route there are lots of nice little spots, which we couldn't imagine where they'd be, and now we're seeing them. He said, you know, something, whatever takes your feel, stop there. you know, for example, here, really gorgeous. Basically, you would have the whole little beach to yourself. You can see that couple over there. I've got a really good spot. Very jealous of you, actually. And then they still be pointing, so that's good. And now we're going to keep on walking and see what the Maltese beach is like. And then we'll probably walk back, let's be honest. Okay, so this is Maltese beach. As you can see, quite busy. We're going to go check it out though. We're here and we're setting up on the sand because look at this water. What a day. It's about 2 p.m. Loved that beach, loved today. Wished we discovered Katapola and Maltese beach at the beginning of our trip, to be honest with you, but now you know, so you'll be able to go there first.
Welcome.
You're welcome. So we're actually going back now to Ukali to have a lovely lunch. They do lots of fresh fish and things like that, so that is what we're craving and that's going to be delicious. But also going back to Rent and Go, which is where we got our ATV. We picked ours up at Agali Port because you can choose there or Katapola, but Katapola is where their office is, and we are switching our ATV for a car literally for the final day because we realised last minute that actually our ferry was going from Katapola, not Agali. It's quite far to get here. The wonderful Eva said she'd drop us at Agali because it was close, but Katapola is quite far, so she came up with a genius idea that whilst we're here we swap the ATV for a car so that we can load our own luggage up tomorrow, come back here in the car, have our luggage here, drop it off, get the ferry.
Genius.
And they've not charged us any extra money for it yet, so
We don't think they are anyway.
we're going with the flow. But what a good idea. What I will say is, you know, we've come to Greece a lot now. We've island hopped a lot. Island hopping, I'm going to make a petition to make island hopping an official qualification, because let me tell you, we learn something every single time. We learn multiple things. We make mistakes every time. There's never been one single totally smooth situation. We normally find solutions, but there's always something.
Well, like last
Always
night, for
something.
instance, we realised that we booked one less night in the accommodation. So we have arrived at Ukali for lunch, and we are going to get
Bruschetta with aubergine, tarama, beetroot salad, and octopus carpaccio.
It's a fishy lunch, but we've been craving it. The aubergine bruschetta has just arrived, and it looks insane. Wow. Oh. How is it? Is it? Okay, so the octopus carpaccio has come out. Beetroot salad is phenomenal. We've ordered so much food, they've even given us an extended table. And last but not least, the tarama, which is presented really nicely. How's it, Ems? Fresh.
Oh.
No.
Live from the wagon. We're in a car. It doesn't feel great, but
Feels a bit weird.
feels a bit weird. There's no wind going through our hair, and let me tell you, the aircon is not working. Anyway, we could not recommend Rent and Go enough. We've just picked this car up in less than 2 minutes. We've been talking to them on Instagram, talking to them on email. They're so responsive. They even just gave us a bottle just now of, what was it? Traditional
Greek liqueur.
Traditional Greek liqueur in a little bag. So kind. They actually said to us the other day, we tagged them in one of our stories, and they said, if you're near Katapola, come by and we've got a little gift for you. We've only come today, and when we collected the car, which they were so flexible with, and literally answered within half an hour, I said, yeah, of course you can swap your ATV for a car. At the moment they've not charged us anything, maybe they will tomorrow, I'm not sure, but this is great because it means that we are staying in the middle of nowhere, and it means that we can just load up our bags and drive directly to where we need them rather than getting a taxi or relying on Eva. So yeah, it's great. And like I said, not quite as aesthetic and fun as being in an ATV. I do feel a little bit safer though, do you?
Yeah, I do feel a bit safer, and it's also very practical for what we need it for.
Nick knows his way around the island now. Going to Nikouria, going back to the gorgeous jewellery shop where I got this and then this other ring that you've probably seen on Instagram. It's got the heart, it's quite out there, but it's really lovely. Because I feel like getting more jewellery basically. And then having a little wander would say probably because we've come to Amorgos, it's the last bit of our trip, and we're now fully into July, which is peak season. It is the hottest it's been on the entire Greece trip. So hopefully our tans have turboed. We're going to show you our little gift.
How sweet is it? He said on Instagram
straight
that
in,
it
isn't he?
made his day when we tagged him.
Oh my god, what the hell?
How beautiful.
So sweet. We have come to Jasmine Bar in Jura, and we're having some lovely Apospero. We've got some popcorn, some nuts, and this is our view. And you'll see the famous windmills that Amorgos are known for.
Not windmills.
Right here.
Mills.
Mills. They're mills.
No.
There is. Actually, if you look at the other side, there is.
Are there?
Thank you very much.
I don't believe that. I need to apologise to Emily publicly because she was right. They are windmills.
Never wrong.
Some of them do not have the wind function on them. Others do. So, sorry about that.
I've got a semi-photographic memory, and I know that I saw the things that make them a windmill. We're packing up. We've only got 2 minutes left on this memory card, so quick. Ahead of our final night, and the wonderful Eva has just come and dropped off some Aperols for us.
Cheers, lads.
Cheers! Here's the beetroot, and Nick has been craving this for 2.5 weeks. It's feta with honey.
Enjoy.
Incredible, thank you so much.
So big.
A little bit. So as you might be able to see, we decided to splurge on last night and get the lobster spaghetti. It's absolutely vast. Absolutely vast. Good morning from our final day on our 16-day trip to Greece. We've had the most amazing time. It's been an adventure. Would I say we've chilled loads? No. But we have been, like, honestly, it's just been like absolute paradise. It is our favourite place in the world. It remains our favourite place in the world. And now we are packing up to go into our little car and then go to Katapola, where we'll be getting our ferry, but we can just chill there for the day, get a lovely Freddo espresso, and Nick is loading everything into the car as we speak. So, by the time you've watched this, you hopefully will have watched us in Milos, Kimolos, getting engaged, Foliandros, choosing our wedding location, and finally Amorgos. It has been incredible. If you have enjoyed our Greek series, then please do subscribe, because we'll be going on many more Greek adventures and many more other travels and adventures. And give this video a like, and we are sending so much love. We love this community so much and are so grateful for you all. Until next time.